Monika, and today I'm going to be talking about my journey with acne. I'm not wearing any face makeup right now. I'm only wearing eyebrow stuff and mascara. First, I want to say this video is sponsored by Curology, which I am very excited about because I've been using Curology for a whole year now, and I actually was the one that contacted them. It really did work for me, so I figured after a whole year of using that product, I was like, I'll just contact them and see if they want to make a video with me. So here we are today. Very excited about that. But before we talk about that, I want to kind of give you a little bit of a backstory about my skin and what my skin type is and everything I've gone through with acne. So as you guys know, I'm from the Dominican Republic, where it's very humid and very hot. There's only one season and it's summer. I don't know what fall is. I don't know what winter is. I've never even seen snow. I don't know what Fahrenheit is. I don't know how to tell the weather with Fahrenheit. Still, I've been here 5 years. I still don't know. I still use Celsius. But anyways, with the weather being so humid and so hot, my skin was very oily all throughout my teen years. I always had pimples on my forehead and just random pimples everywhere on my face because my face was always so oily from the heat and the humidness. After I moved to the States, I moved to Florida, which was basically Dominican Republic Part 2, and my skin stayed the same. It was still oily and I still had pimples. I can truly say I've never had a period in my life where I didn't have acne, or at least a pimple. I've always had pimples or a scar or something that's still fading, but I've always had something on my face. My face, I don't think it's ever been 100% clear. Fast forward to me moving to LA, where the weather is so dry and there's no humidity. I said humidness earlier. My face kind of shifted here and it started to become a lot less oily. It was actually kind of dry a little bit. I think it was more like a combination type skin where I had some dry patches and then some like oil places, especially my forehead and like my nose. And my skin kind of went crazy, especially last year. I honestly don't know what triggered my skin to have a horrible breakout. But something happened last year, at the beginning of last year, where my skin, especially my cheeks, just started to get so much acne. And I didn't know how to control it. Nothing like that had ever happened to me. Like I said before, I always had pimples here and there. It was never something where it filled my whole cheeks, and then when they went away, the scars were still there. And mind you, I never touch my pimples. I never pop them. I never do anything like that because I know that will leave scarring. The discoloration would still be there after they were gone, and then I would have new ones, and it was just out of control. Last year, I was in a really bad place regarding my acne and my mental status. My self-esteem honestly was on the floor. Whenever I looked at my face in the mirror, whenever I had to put on makeup, even with the makeup, you could tell that there were bumps in my face, and I hated that so much, and I felt so horrible about myself. I always felt like people were staring at me and looking at me and just noticing that I had acne, even though that's probably not what was happening. People probably did not care that I had acne because it's something so common, but it still makes you feel so horrible about yourself. If you guys know and have suffered with acne, you know how damaging it can be to your mental health and to your self-esteem. I tried so many products, I saw so many YouTube videos, and my skin just got worse, probably because I was using so many things at once, just trying to make it better. I was like, one of these products has to work on my skin. I was at a point where I would just go to bed thinking about it, wake up, see my face in the mirror, and the pimples are there still. I really didn't know what to do. Sometimes it's just so out of your control that you don't know if everything that you're doing to make it better is going to work. And that truly sucks. One day I stumbled across a video on YouTube of a girl talking about Curology and how it helped her skin, and I was like, I've tried so many things, let's try this. They have a month free trial, so I'm gonna try it. And so I did. I started my Curology in August of 2018, and before I tell you guys about my whole experience with Curology, I'm going to explain to you what it is if you still don't know. Curology is a website that offers custom prescription formulas made for your skin. And what that means is that they create a cream that is specifically made for your skin type. So you go on the website, you sign up, and you message a dermatology provider. You send in your photos, all of your angles, and then they make you take a quiz about your skin type and all of your skin problems that you have. And then they create something with ingredients that will work for your skin. So what you do is that you pay for the subscription and they send you a bottle every single month. The day that I received the bottle and I started Curology, I started to document the whole process. So I took pictures from the very first day and then every week after that to see my progress. And that is how I know for sure that this thing worked wonders for my skin. I think I started seeing progress after maybe 2 months. That's when I really started to see that not only I didn't really have many new pimples, but my scars were fading. I don't really have acne scars. I know there's a difference between scars and discoloration or hyperpigmentation, and I think what I have is hyperpigmentation. So you see those red kind of marks that I have. I don't know if you can tell because the camera's kind of far away, but I have kind of marks on my cheeks, and that's discoloration or hyperpigmentation. So I started to notice that those were going away, the pimples that I had were going away, and that just made me so happy. I felt like I could breathe again. I don't know if I'm being too dramatic, but honestly, like, these pimples just made my life so miserable. I just felt horrible about myself, and the fact that this was working was just like, thank you. So for the past year, I've been putting on my Curology every single night. If you guys are wondering what my formula is, this is my bottle right here for this month, and my formula is azelaic acid 8%, clindamycin 1%, and niacinamide 4%. That is the formula that I've used for a year. My skin, like, seriously, it has improved so much. I do want to say that I still get pimples. I'm not saying that my skin is now magically clear. I still do get pimples, especially during my period. And that's something that is just hormonal acne, you know? Every time I get my pimple? Did I say pimple or period? Every time I get my period, I always get a couple of pimples here and there, especially either on my jawline or my cheeks, because that's just hormones and that's just something that we have to live with. Like I said, my skin is just acne prone, and I've always had acne my entire life. But I mean, you guys can see the photos. From this to this, it's just so much more than what I thought it was gonna do for my skin. So yeah, that's why I wanted to make a video about Curology, because after a whole year of using it, and I'm still using it, by the way, I haven't stopped. After a whole year, I was like, this thing really works, and I want to make a video about how it helped my skin. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys, if you have been suffering with acne, if you have been, you know, in my same position where you just felt horrible, you looked at yourself and it's like, you know, making your confidence go down, and maybe it doesn't want to make you go out and makes you want to put on makeup all the time, because that's how I felt. I felt like I always had to have foundation on, which I used to never wear foundation. I hated wearing foundation, actually. But after I got so much acne, I was like, I can't really go out without foundation because everyone will be looking at me. If you feel like that, I just want to say, just don't lose hope. I mean, that might be a little bit cheesy, but that's how I felt until I found something like Curology that really worked for my skin. You are not your acne. It doesn't define you as a person. Even if that's the only thing that you see in the mirror, even if you think that everybody is staring at you, they are not. I can promise you that. When someone looks at you and someone talks to you, they are looking at your personality and who you are as a person, as opposed to, you know, your acne. Maybe some shallow people will look at your acne, but you don't want to be friends with those people, right? So yeah, just be strong and don't let your acne define you and your feelings and how you feel about yourself, because I did that and it was horrible. So if you guys want to share any of your stories, if you have acne right now, if you suffered with acne, anything about your acne journey, let me know down in the comments. So if you guys want to try Curology, there's a link in the description where you will get your first customized bottle for free, and you just have to pay for shipping and handling, and that's it. I really recommend Curology, and especially if you get a free month trial, you can see if it works for you. So yeah, the link is gonna be in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.